Hey folks, welcome back to Metroid Prime 3. Here in Skytown, and we need to find Gore, because Gore has a plasma cannon that we can use to fix the Aurora unit. Now, where is Gore? Wouldn't you like to know? Game doesn't really tell you at this point. You're just supposed to kind of stumble around, and eventually you'll get a little hint that tells you. Anyway, I'm on the path back to my ship because I have amazing powers of clairvoyance and know that he is in that general direction. Anyway, zip lines. Kind of the novelty wears off and they're not very cool anymore. Gore, I see you.
Ship status alert. Unknown entity approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
Well, that sounds like Gore. So yeah, that's why we're heading to our ship. Because an unknown entity, who is Gore, if you somehow couldn't guess, is attempting to attack our ship. Anywho, here's another use of the boost ball in one of these amazing spinner things, which goes on about however long this goes on, too long. I don't know, I'm just not fond of them. Like, you're supposed to get into a rhythm, and it's testing to see if you can keep that rhythm, but it's just tedious, so yeah. Anyway, return of the half pipe. You'll remember these from previous Prime games. This is my idea of fun boost balling. I don't know about you. I don't know if we've run into these before. You gotta rotate them, put them into the slot there. Ta-da. Pretty easy. Once you know how to do it, it will never trouble you again. And we still can't get that missile expansion because we still don't have the spider ball. Now, I am showing this backtracking because there is one interesting thing of note on the way back. Aside from the various ship messages that tell you that shit is getting real. Because hello, we have spinners to help us on our way back. And oh boy, more timing. I mean, Christ, we already used the spinner to get into the thing. Why do we have to spin even more? I don't know. Anywho, this expedites our trek back. Still a bit tedious. Elysia, I feel, is the most annoying to kind of navigate, backtrack through, apart from one certain little incident in Brio that we'll run into at some point. It's just, I get so lost here, basically. And use this lore. We already look at this. I don't know. Hey, you guys. Yeah, that's how you do it like a cool person. Anywho, we come on over here. Grab that. Miss the grabby thing. Oh, come on, really? Gotcha. That should not be difficult. Anyway, now that we have the boost ball, we can activate this spinner and get over onto that platform over there. Oh, hello again.
Ship priority status alert. Hull armor taking damage.
That's unfortunate. We should do something about that. Anywho, boost on over here, cannon on over here, and we have an energy tank. It's a little less critical that you get energy tanks at this point in the game, compared to, say, Brio, because this area is kind of easier than Brio, I would say. And Magner was a bit out of the difficulty curve. Anyway, we get that, and now we can continue trekking back. I don't need to kill those guys, I just want to. This is fun. Anywho, I'm gonna show a little thing off. If you are in uncorrupted hyper mode, any obstacles you'll just plow through them. But if you are in corrupted hyper mode, you'll get knocked off. It's a little weird. But if you feel like it, you can just constantly switch hyper mode on and off and get through those no problem. That would kind of mess with people who are doing the hyper mode contest though, so...
Ship priority status alert. Warning. Hull integrity is compromised. Armor damage is critical.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's go stop him. There we go. Hey, there he is. Gore. Hey, hi. Hi there. You were being a jerk. I can't scan him through the wall, unfortunately. I do like that little peek. You can just see him through the window. And you're helpless for a few seconds.
Just in time. Catch! Don't you feel the power? Soon everything will be corrupted, including you.
Alright, Gore. Gore is pretty darn easy, honestly. So basically, you shoot the unit on his back to make his face vulnerable, get rid of that shield, and then you attack his face, and then you go into the second form. It's pretty easy. So now we need a new way to make his face vulnerable, and that is to attack his feet. Oh hey, it is vulnerable. Oh, and now it's not. Yeah, whenever he's attacking you with something besides that crazy spinny thing, his face is vulnerable. Anyway, the camera just does not want to cooperate right now. I suppose that's the greatest enemy here. So Gore is voiced by Edwin Neal, who you may know as Lord Zed in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so wait for him to pause. Then... Oh Christ, you're just really annoying. You are not difficult, you're just annoying. Luckily there are tons of power-ups right there. Camera! Camera! Camera is not my friend today. Actually, how about I try using Hyper Mode Hyperball? Like so. Gore is a veteran of the Liberation War of Wotan 7, and he's actually only 6% organic now. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, you can't just shoot the bottom of him in order to activate it. You actually have to use Morph Ball powers. No. And that's a second form now. Now he goes into Hyper Mode. And now I believe he is always vulnerable. So just get into hyper mode and shoot his face a lot. So by defeating him, you can get all sorts of lovely energy pickups. And also, the plasma beam. Anyway, our ship is kind of broken now. It can save and heal us, but it can't fly away. But in more awesome news, we have the plasma beam. Yeah! It can melt things. It can reuse the ice beam model, and no one will care. It's stronger. I believe it fires quicker. Sure feels like it anyway. And it also doubles as a welding torch. Anywho, melt this, which was just recently knocked down, and hop in and grab a missile expansion. So yeah, you'll find plenty of meltable things on the way back to the brain. And this is exactly what we need in order to fix those panels that Gore so evilly destroyed. And unfortunately there's no shortcut back here, so let's go. Now these guys, as if they weren't chumps already, can now be melted. You can kind of only catch one per charge shot, unfortunately, but they are not threats. They never were, and now they're even less so. I kind of still prefer the missiles just because they're cooler. I don't really care for falling off though, but missiles are cooler, A, because they're ice, and B, because they have ragdoll physics. So even though I'm wasting ammo, I'm not really using enough ammo throughout the game that it really matters. Anywho, Gore is no longer on the holographic projector. Nor is the brain, because the brain's internet connection isn't working. Yeah, see, before we would need a charge shot to destroy those. And hop through this maze once again. And we still can't deal with this guy, unfortunately. But we can melt these panels here. And use this cannon as another shortcut. So yeah, although the backtracking is still backtracking, it's not too bad because they make a good number of shortcuts. So So already, we are back at the Aurora unit, and we can go fix the insides. So I find it a little ironic that Gore damaged these with the very weapon we're fixing them with. And this is one of those like cool item ideas in that it's useful in a variety of ways. You don't just get a welding torch as a separate item, which would be completely situational and useless elsewhere. It's merged into another useful item. Yay! So now we can go talk with our big brain friend. Alright, Brain, what's the scoop?
Thank you, Samus. We have restored our connection to Skytown's network. Now we can execute our plan to destroy the Leviathan. We must first disable the Leviathan's protective shield. Unfortunately, the generator for this shield is hidden beneath the dense clouds of Elysia, and so is impossible to reach directly. As an alternative to destroying the generator, we have calculated that a massive thermonuclear explosion would likely destroy the shield itself.
Badass.
This facility possesses the components to create such a device. We would like you to build this device and drop it on the Leviathan's shield. Unfortunately, the components are too large for you to lift unaided. You will need assistance to move and assemble them. There is a Federation landing site far to the east of Skytown. You will be able to find something to help you there. We will upload the current map data of this area to your suit. This should help you get started. Good luck, Samus.
And lo, we finally have the map to the area. A fat load of good it does. It's just a big kind of web. I get confused all the time here. Anywho, we now have our new task to create a thermonuclear bomb. That's awesome. But that's to be saved for another day. So for now, let's just melt these for no good reason. That is a gigantic energy pickup. Look at that. That's actually 25 missiles. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah. Let's head back down to the save point. Or up to the save point. And you all can wait in anticipation as I get ready to prepare a thermonuclear bomb. That'll be pretty cool. So I will see you guys next time.